I was just kind of curious what your thoughts were about how Ubisoft traded Desmond Miles in Assassin's Creed.
I thought Ubisoft had I think Patrice Désilets was the original designer, creative director, and then they had a falling out over something called 1666. There was a bunch of political stuff. Ubisoft had people, Ubisoft Montreal had people going in and out. I don't know the whole story. I don't know anything about it, but the original story, as it was written, it was Desmond goes on these adventures, and they said, we're probably going to do about 6 games. And each game, Desmond will get, this was the original pitch, Desmond would get the abilities of his, okay, Altair, and now he has those. Then it's Ezio, he has them, and then it's going to be this guy. And ultimately, by the last game, he would be the ultimate assassin with all these, and be able to time travel back.
Oh! I didn't use that!
Well, I know, listen, this was, one person told me this, so I may be speaking out of school, but it was like, that would be, and I was like, oh, that's so cool, because the first time I did that first game, I got to the end of the script, and like, you know, in a 4-hour session, I think it took about 2.5 hours, and they said, okay, that's all set. They said, all right, thanks, Nolan, we're good. I said, and I turned the last page, and I said, I'm just gonna get a cup of coffee, and we'll start up again. And they looked at each other like, oh, that's it. What? This is awesome. What happens? And the writer goes, I don't know. I said, what do you mean you don't know? He said, I haven't written it yet. I'm like, wait. And seriously, I was kind of angry. I was like, wait, we're done? You just left me. Imagine getting to the best part of a book or a movie and then the end. You're like, huh? You know, it was unbelievable, and I was so into it. I thought it was such a cool concept, such a cool story, and they just kind of dropped it. That was it. And personally, I thought Desmond kind of got a little boring. I thought Altair, I thought those games were so cool, great games, but you know, this, and they kind of got a little whiny, isn't it? And it's like, I'm stirring with my dad. And you know, it's like, who do you want to be? Do you want to run around gray rooms in Abstergo, or do you want to get, you know, be Altair, or be Ezio, or Connor? I mean, I want to throw a tomahawk. I mean, the Black Flag. I mean, they're really well-made games. I think somehow Desmond's character just kind of hit kind of a fork in the road that unfortunately was dead end on both of them. He had nowhere to go, and then I remember the last sessions I ever did were the voice messages to his father. Anybody remembers those?
Yeah, just Black Flag?
Yeah, and he just, so the voice messages to his father, that was just written to kind of wrap things up. And the one thing I don't like in any kind of project I do is exposition for exposition's sake. It's like, I'm just going to tell you everything that I could show you, but I don't have enough money and time. So I'm going to make it a voice message. So it just is kind of like, because I really like those games. Some of the few games that I play, because I love history.